Hey, good morning, Joshua. How are you? You sawing your butt off over there. I've been watching you. It looks like things are moving for you. Hey, Miss K. Good morning, Hunty. How are you? I didn't put on any lotion because I didn't want you on here talking about me with my hands. So, yeah, my hands are ashy. And my hands are ashy, Joshua, because Kay Adams, my friend that's on here, has me, she was talking about Cree with her hands. Good morning, Miss Lolo. Everybody's piping in. I'm gonna change the time to around 6:45, 7 o'clock is my new time to come on, so it gives me a little extra time because I'm keeping some late hours. But good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's day is off to a great start, and I wanted to come on, invite some friends to the video. I can only invite a certain number over here. I don't know how to go in and invite all these people once the broadcast start. But good morning, Claudia, buenos dias, and Lisa. Everybody's coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Give you a few minutes to hop in. Claudia, what are you doing? You still enjoying the summer, or are you working every day? Good morning, Susan. Good morning. But anyway, I hope everybody's day is off to a great start. And I just want to come on and give you a few words of encouragement from the Chronicles of Cree. I'm working on some stuff behind the scenes, y'all, so I'm not on here as much. Good morning, Shamirical. How are you? Great morning to you. I'm glad you made it to your destination safely. I saw your post yesterday, you and Ray. So I'm glad that you were able to make it there safely. But this morning I want to come on and give you a few words of encouragement from the Chronicles of Cree. And I don't care how many days, go by. We all need this encouragement. Watching from the SIP, girl, from the M-I, crooked letter, I, crooked letter, I, humpback, I. I know that's right. But we'll be down there pretty soon. I don't have a definite date though. Summer school, yuck. Ugh. It's time to take a break though. It's time to take a break. But I want to come on, y'all. Good morning, Millie and Jasmine. Maria, great morning, everybody. Look at all these people. So good morning to you. I wanted to come on and give you some words of encouragement today from the Chronicles of Cree, Realtor Cree. And the thought for today is extend your reach to greatness. And every day, no matter where you are, whether you're on vacation, whether you're at home doing a staycation, whether you're just at home relaxing, as you go up and down your timeline, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, you see people who are quote unquote on the road to greatness. They're trying to get to the next level. They're doing all these things. Everybody has something that they're doing. I love it. I do, because it's like entrepreneurship in full effect, because everybody has something that they're doing. But I was thinking this morning, like I do every morning while I do my little workout, that, it's just sometimes we have to take the time to help other people. We have to take the time to encourage others. And that's what, I think as a people, we don't always do, because we're so busy working on our own stuff. We don't take the time to help other people. And so today the thought that came to me was, we've got to extend our reach to greatness. We've got to extend our reach to greatness. And I said, oh, okay, so what am I going to say about that? So I sat and I took a few notes, and I was just kind of listening to some of the great thought leaders that I listen to in the mornings. And the first thing I thought about was what my grandmother used to say. She said, you know what, if God ain't in it, you shouldn't be either. Because I used to want to go and do what the other kids did. And she said, we don't do that. I said, but my friends are doing it. I want to go do it. She said, but we don't do that. I said, but I just want to go and spend the night with my friends. Their mom. And, I'm not going to be there, but just all night. I'm just going to sleep all night over there and then come back. She said, we don't do that. Good morning, William and David. She said, we don't do that. And it made me think about the G in greatness. The G for great, rather, is God. And if he's not in it, neither should you be. We have all these opportunities that come before us, and everything that comes before us is not a good opportunity. But we don't always weigh whether or not it's a good opportunity or not. We just hop on a lot of things. I've tried a lot of stuff, and I don't always follow through with a lot of it, because I soon discover that it's not for me. And it's okay. But that's what my grandmother used to say. So with great, the G stands for, God. If God ain't in it, neither should you be. I'm coming to Mesquite Friday, and I have something for you. I'll call you later. Yes, okay. You coming to Mesquite on Friday. Friday is the 12th. Looks like I'm free. I'll meet you in Mesquite. Let me know. But anyway, the G is for God. And if he's not in it, neither should you be. Neither should you be. It doesn't matter what other people saying or doing over there. If that's what you don't do, you just don't do it, okay? The R is for resilient. We've got to have that comeback kind of spirit. People say a lot of stuff. about the Nation of Islam, and they had a lot of things to say about the minister. They have a lot of things to say about, just their whole thought process. And you're entitled to those opinions. But the one thing that I do love about the Nation of Islam is that they teach you about resiliency and knowledge of self. And when they teach you, you're taught. They don't do it. We've got to be resilient and have that comeback kind of spirit when we have all these crazy things that happen to us. And I said they're real good. I didn't even use profanity. Good job, Cree. We have a lot of craziness that can just pop up. It flares up. You don't see it coming, and boom, there it is. And you're looking like, so what is that? What is that? What is that? We let any little wave of doctrine come in. Good morning, Ms. Barbara. And it changes our thought process. It changes who we are because we want to please other people. So we'll go dibble and dabble over here because that's what they do. Then we'll go over here with this group of people because that seems fun. And that's my friend. And I don't really want to do it, but I'll do. No, you got to have some resiliency about yourself so that when you encounter all this craziness, you're able to bounce back from it and it doesn't take you under. It doesn't take you under because we allow all these things to come in. They take us under and we just disappear. It's like we just stop showing up in our own lives because we're not resilient. See, long ago, you didn't hear about all this bullying that we hear about now. And it's not to make light of it, but I'm saying growing up, we didn't hear about all the bullying that we hear now. And I think that we need to be teaching our children. Good morning, Charlotte. We need to be teaching our children how to be resilient. We got to be we have to be teaching them like right now. We can't wait until they, grow up and then you want to sit down and teach them all these life lessons. No. Good morning, Ford. We have to teach our children how to be resilient. And a lot of us aren't, which is why we just lay down and take any old thing. People treat us any old kind of way, talk to us any old kind of way. No. My children were playing when they were little. And I wanted them to be resilient. So I did the best I could at teaching them. And they were playing and they were on the bus. And one of the kids who didn't look like them called both my children the N-word. Okay. Judge me for what I'm about to say, but I really don't care. But they called my children the N-word. So I looked at my son and my daughter. They got off the bus. They were crying. They were hysterical. I was like, what is wrong with y'all? He called us the N-word. I said, he who? Because I didn't see anybody laying out there dead. Little boy on the bus. I said, oh, he called both of y'all that? Yes, ma'am. And the kids laughed. I said, well, I'm laughing too. I said, let me tell you something. I don't understand how you have two people together. I gave birth to both of y'all. Both of y'all on the bus, and one kid gets to say that and still live? Boo-bye. Oh, okay. So I whooped them. And I said to them, you know what? Let me tell you what we don't do over here. What we don't do is lay down and take that. You didn't say anything. You didn't do anything, but you cried. Well, I'm going to whoop your ass, and I'm going to put you back on the bus tomorrow. We're gonna get this right. Why? I need them to be resilient and understand that any and everything just can't go. Good morning, Charlotte, Sierra, Maryland, Elegy, John, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It can't be that way. You've got to be resilient. You can't lay down and die and cry just because somebody says something. No, you have to speak up and show up in your own life and say, you know what, I'm sorry, but that ain't what we do. Because see, he was still talking when it was all over with. No, you got to stand for something. Now, some people might handle that a different way, and that's good. I ain't mad at you. But I told them, come to me again, and it's both of y'all together, and you can't solve that kind of problem? Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. Made me feel like I ain't really done what I needed to do. But when his father came to the house to talk to my children and I wasn't there, oh, okay, let me go on in here, load up my stuff, go over here. Yeah, I can be gangster. Go over here and knock on your door. Hey, sir, how you doing? I don't really like y'all and y'all don't really like us. Let's not even do the surface kindness. But if you ever come to my house again to talk to my children about anything, you're going to deal with me on another damn level. End of story. I want y'all to have a great day. Oh, by the way, my kids have been given instructions to kill that kid if he comes in my yard again. I already know what you're saying, and it's okay, because that's the thing I'm talking about. It starts out small, where we allow people to just say and do anything to us on the road to greatness. We let any and everything slide. We let people come in, they just say anything, treat you any kind of way, and you're okay with it. Well, I'm not. So that teaching right there is a little different. I know it's not what you used to hearing. It's okay. Well, it ain't of God. God hates evil. He does. And he killed people for it. He did. It's in my book. Maybe you tore those pages out of yours. But like I told my children, I told that man, don't you ever come to my house as long as you look the way you do, talking to my children about anything. A resilient nature is what I'm talking about. We have to be resilient because too much happens now. We are inundated every day. Social media, you got stuff on the news. The kids stuck in a cave in Thailand. You got the president on his way to Brussels. You got all these things happening. And a lot of times those moving pieces are out of our control. We can't control it. But what can you control? You can be resilient. Okay, let me move on because that's a whole nother topic. The E in GRACE stands for education. That ain't what we want to do. It's too much work. What? Taking the tutoring. I don't have time for that. It's across town. A workshop, $20. That's too much. They be talking about the same thing. My grandmother said, anything you want to hide from us, put it in a book. Us. Put it in a book. Because we're not going to take that extra mile. We don't have a knowledge of self. We don't have a knowledge of self. We are who other people say that we are. That's what I like about ancestry and DNA and finding out where you come from so that you truly know who you are. Knowing that, you know what, that doesn't work for me, so I can't do it. Am I missing anything? Okay, there we go. Knowing who we are. And that a lot of times is what keeps us back. We don't even want to invest in ourselves. We don't want to invest in our education, but yet and still you upset because you can't get a job. Boo, you don't have any skills. But we don't want to do that because it seems like work. It seems like work. Seems like work. I can't sit in class all day, but you can be broke all damn day. Like, really? As you extend your level and as you prepare for greatness and as you extend your reach to greatness, it requires education. You don't know it all. I don't either. I'm always learning, which is why sometimes I have to change my schedule. Good morning, Cheryl Newsom. I have to change my schedule. I have to change it because we are the only ones who can help us be better. You want to extend your reach to greatness, but you don't want to put the work in. You want to sleep all day and binge watching non-discriminatory TV. That's what you want to do. But then you think you can go, you wonder why you can't get the job. Okay, moving right along. The A to grade is for attack. We have got to attack procrastination. The reason why we have to attack procrastination is because it brings pain, it brings grief, it makes us feel like some of the errors and mistakes that we made in life are unrepairable. It makes you feel that way, and we've got to do it. And so on my road to being better, and as I extend my level to greatness, it's taking up so much of my time. It's like I don't have a social life. I'm working. I'm getting things done. Because procrastination will keep you broke. It'll keep you broke. How many people on the live this morning are actually people going to jobs that they absolutely love? It's your dream job. If it is, give me a like or something. Let me know. Because there are some people who have jobs and careers that they absolutely love. Nothing wrong with that. You go to school 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years and sharpen your skills. That's what you wanted to do. I'm excited for you. But then there are other people who find themselves in jobs that it's not the best. You know, the benefits aren't that great. They work you like a dog. They don't care if you come in early. They don't care if you stay late. You get the same amount of money. I mean, the list goes on and on, but we got to learn how to attack procrastination. I'll do it tomorrow. I don't feel like that today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, who promised you that tomorrow was going to be here? Like, do you have this unlimited supply of time in your closet that you can pull on? Good morning, William. I know. People say it all the time. I've said it. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, no, I need a to-do list for today. What do I need to do today? Everybody wants to extend their reach to greatness. Everybody wants to be great until it's time to put in the work. You want a home-based business, but you can't even get up and do your workout and then go to work. You want a home-based business, but you're not willing to do what it takes so that you can learn how to get it up and running. I'm saying, thank you, Dr. Thomas. You can't, people don't. You know what I wish I could do? I wish I had things just the way that I wanted them, so I could just wake up every day, go volunteer, and take a vacation when I wanted to, go hang out with my friends, go do happy hour over here, go enjoy. But the way my life is set up right now, no, I got to go to work. Yeah, that's what I have to do. But I've got to attack procrastination because it keeps me bound. It keeps me from doing what I need to do. It'll keep your planner blank. Mark made a joke and he said, I'm going to take that planner and wrap it up and send it right on back to the company because he looked at my calendar. He saw a week and there was nothing there. I said, oh, what you going to get up out of my planner? Yeah, procrastination shouldn't be that way. Y'all, we are meant to be doers. In the word, people were doers. They tilled the fields. They went to work. They carried water. They were working. Wasn't nobody sitting in Dubai with the rock and Idris Elba fanning you with those big leaves. They wasn't doing that. They went to work. Even when God healed them, they had work to do. He didn't just say, oh, this is a free miracle I'm passing out today. There's nothing you have to do. You don't have to take up your bed and walk just later. I got you. No, he didn't do it that way. So what makes you think you're exempt? We got to attack procrastination. I don't know what you need to do today. I don't know if you have a to-do list of things. I have no idea. But I have a to-do list, and it's things that I got stuff that I need to do. Okay? So we've got to attack procrastination. And the T for great stands for think, y'all. We've got to think about the things we say, the things we do, because a lot of times they're hurtful, and we keep it moving. I'm one who has room for growth. So I don't want you to ever think that, I sit here on the live and I'm like, oh, well, I just got it all figured out. No. I don't. I'm working toward greatness, though. And as I work toward greatness, it calls for me to sift and shift. Remember, we talked about that before? I got to sift and shift. Good morning, Brenda. Got to sift and shift. We've got to be intentional with every single day. That's right. That's why it's so important to go to bed on time so you can get up on time and get things done. We can't party like a rock star and you broke when you can, but you don't get anywhere. And so as you extend your reach to greatness, there are some things that require you to be great. I have a friend that says, Cree, they just won't let me be great. And we laugh about it, but it's the truth. We'll have people in our lives that won't allow us to be great because they want to burden you down with all of their mess and it's heavy stuff. They want to burden you down with all of their troubles and problems. And before you know it, the kindness of your heart makes you just, you're listening to what they're saying. And before long, you're commenting on what they're saying. And before you know, you spend a whole day, listening to them. No, send them to a damn life coach or send them to a therapist. Those people get paid for that. You don't do pro bono hours with that. You give them a few minutes and then, you got a place you can send them to. Good morning, Ray. Hey, Brenda, love you too, girl. Hey, Shantae. So think about it. Think about the company you keep. Think about the people who are in your circle. Think about the moves you make. Cardi B says she's making money moves. Well, I don't know if she's extending her level of greatness or not. The way she's turning out these singles and songs and stuff look like she's done what she needed to do. Well, guess what? She don't know us. And she's not passing out blank checks. She's not paying the mortgage. Card note due again. July the 10th. Card note, mortgage, your light bill, water bill, all that stuff was due on the 1st. You can lay down and play like God he gonna do it all, and you don't have to do anything if you want to, and you'll be sitting outside in them bushes over there, and smell the house empty. Be trying to squat somewhere. I'm just saying. We have to extend our reach to greatness, but we have to be methodical in it. We have to ensure that God is in everything that we do. And I know you probably be like, I don't even go to church, and you don't have to. It's your choice. You do what you want to do. But I'm just saying what my granny said. I believe her. Yeah, she said if he ain't in it, you shouldn't be either. So as you move throughout your day, think about how are you extending your reach to greatness. I had to write that down so I wouldn't forget that. On Saturday, we'll be able to demonstrate extending our reach to greatness because we'll be helping another community. Good morning, Tiva. I'm going to Sand Branch on Saturday and delivering water. And so I'm going to have to make a couple of trips to Sam's to get all this water. But let me tell you something. We're our sister and brother's keeper. And a lot of times people don't want to hear that because they don't want to give of themselves because they feel like it's going to take from them. Does that make sense? And so, good morning, Claudia. Good morning, Jennifer. So people they don't want to help. The one thing I can say is that if I have it and you're my friend and you need it, you're my sister and you need it, if I have it, I'm going to give it to you. If I can help you, I will. But we say, well, I need to just work with my 4 and no more, and me and my house. Well, you'll be taken care of. But what about your sisters and brothers who are in need? As you extend your level to greatness, you can't forget that one of the purposes for living is to be able to give back. But everybody doesn't believe that. And it's okay. You believe what you want to believe. But you have to be able to give back. So $4 is what I ask people for. I said, I just want $4. That's a cup of coffee. That's a couple of hot dogs and a couple of Sprites at QT. Joshua says, hope, helping other people every day. Yes, yes, $4 because that's going to buy a case of water. And so I've had all these donations pouring in. I'll start buying the water. And on Thursday, and then I had a friend from California that sent me this shipment of water. And I was like, oh, I was just really excited about it. Because guess what? We are sisters and brothers keeper. And when you get to a part in your life to where you feel like, you know, I don't need to be helping anybody, why the hell are you living? Like, what is the purpose of living if you're not going to give back and help other people? It's $4. $1, $2, $3, $4. That's what that is. It's $4. And so I'm surprised when I talk to people and they go, oh, well, you know what? They just need to move out of that community and they just need to, they can move and they can relocate. The people are old. Damn, they're old. Like, they're old people. So $4 is too much for you to do? Or are you going to go over there and move them out and relocate the people somewhere else? I'm just asking. It's just a question that I asked. But we have to remember that we are our sister and our brother's keepers, y'all. And as we extend our level to greatness, it requires giving of ourselves. You have to give. My grandmother used to say, give until it hurts. She also said you can't be God-given. That's what she told me. And I just feel like my grandmother was one of the smartest women on the planet, so I believe her. But as we extend our level to greatness, y'all, we have to remember that we are our sisters and brothers keeper. But at the same time, good morning, Raph and Tanya. Hey, Gabrielle Irvin. We've got to remember that we have to be resilient. We have to be resilient. We have to be resilient. We have to educate ourselves. We have to attack procrastination. We got to be able to think. We have to, because if we don't do those things, how will we move on to the next phase of life? How will we help somebody else? People are at the crossroads in their lives. A lot of times they don't know which way to go. They're at the crossroads and they're like, okay, do I go to the right? Do I go to the left? Do I head east? What do I need to do now? Why don't you know? And it all goes back to knowledge of self. So you can say what you want to about the Nation of Islam. You can say that all day. But one thing about it, you can ask them. They know who they are. You can ask them. They know who they are. What are we teaching our children, though? Well, it's cool for you to go to school and act a fool and, you know, I got your back. Oh, the teacher did what? Oh, she said what? And you want to go and charge the teacher up. Why? Because your kid bad and you know they show out, but you got their back? Oh, okay. See, I like talking to those kind of parents because the conversation goes like this, sweetheart, we're all on the road to greatness. And I know that there's greatness in your child, but right now we can't see it. See, the teacher's the boss in the class. And that's what I used to say, you know, to some of my parents. The teachers are the bosses. It's not you. They've already been to school. They're educated already. We're trying to get your kid to where they need to be, but See, this isn't universal circus training. It's not. Barnum and Bailey training, I don't know where they do that. But they don't do it at school. Hey, Jimmy. They don't do it. They don't do that here. So we have to teach our children early how to be prepared for greatness and shape and groom them like we do, when you want to keep them in the latest clothes. So you don't say, hey, I just want you to always wear the greatest clothes. And so what I'm going to do is show you that we only shop here and we only wear this. No, you just go get it. Burberry backpack, Jordan tennis shoes on, Lucky Brand t-shirts. I don't know, just all this stuff that we do. And not a damn thing in their heads. But this is the future. You want to extend your level to greatness. So we have to start like in our homes. We have to start in our houses. See, don't talk to me when you know your kids show out, but you want to come and rough the teacher up, girl, bye. Because if I hadn't even had, I don't know what that is, fine, distracting me. If I hadn't had but one cup of coffee, conversation might not go so well. And the way that I am now is the way that I am when I sit behind that desk. I just choose my words a little carefully. Choose my words a little more carefully when I'm sitting there. But let me tell you something. Everybody's on the road to greatness this morning, and I wish you well on the journey. I do. I wish you well on the journey. But we've got to remember that as we extend our reach to greatness, there are some things that we just have to do. We have to make sure that if God's not in it, we're not either. It's that simple. And that joker can't even spell his name. Invest your money in a tutor for real. And you know what? That's what I look at. I'm like, man, our kids. Yesterday, my friend Rock Leach did a live, and he was talking about young boys and how, a lot of times African-American boys just don't have, all the things that the other kids have. You have a quinceañera for the girls that are 15. You have a sweet 16 for our kids that are 16. But what do we have for them? Their scores are lower. They're behind. Some of them are so damn disrespectful. It's just crazy. But who do we have in place to stand in the gap and be mentors for these children? Huh? Who do we have? Who do we have? Who do we have? Tanya says, I'm a teacher. That's true. Kids got everything but a girl. They do. They have everything but a desire to learn. And mamas are the same way. And I'm sorry because you can't spell either. You don't know any for real. It's sad, but it's true, y'all. Got some educators in the house this morning. So y'all know what I'm talking about. It's true. I have this desire, and I can't do it by myself, but it's like I look at how our kids are, and it makes me sad because people are walking around aimlessly and they're marching for every damn thing except for education. They're marching because somebody got shot. Okay, I get it. But what are you doing? You just marching? But who's marching because these kids are behind? Who's marching because the scores are low? Who's marching behind because our kids are on the bottom and everybody's outscoring them? Who's marching for them? Even if I do free tutoring, people don't show up. Free, like FREE, just show up. But you don't want to do that. But let it be a concert. Let Escape come to town. Let old broke down Key Sweat come to town. I mean, it's like you'll make time for that. You'll make arrangements. You'll save your check. But when it comes to extending our reach to greatness, we don't instill that in our children. We don't. Oh, you made some C's and D's. Well, that's okay. You did the best you could. No, turn the damn TV off. You need some lettuce and water. And no TV or phone until you figure out how to read and comprehend, sweetheart, because that's the basis of what we need to be doing. I'm just saying. You catch my drill. No, you got to feed them so they don't call them people on you. But we got to do better. We have to do better. Everybody's on the road to greatness. Unplug the games. Get rid of all of it. Just unplug. That's a whole topic right there. Just unplug. There are some things, y'all, that we're going to have to put in place. And as parents and mentors and teachers, educators, all as a people, we got to pull together. Yes, Joshua, when you know better, you do better. I'm telling you, when we learn better, perfect example, y'all. I grew up with my grandparents, and my grandmother and my grandfather used to say, I need a Cadillac converter. I was like, what is a Cadillac converter? Cadillac. Well, I knew what a Cadillac was because my papa always said he didn't want nothing big and black but a Cadillac. I was like, Papa, how mean? I mean, mother is a fat lady, but golly. But that's what he said. And it was not directed at her. I don't know why I thought that. But he would say Cadillac converter. I don't know a lot about cars. And one day I was headed to work and I was passing through the Grove. And I came to a red light and I saw a sign that said catalytic converter. I stopped in my tracks. It said catalytic converter, not Cadillac. Catalytic. But Mother had passed on by then. I wanted to call and say, Mother, you knew that Cadillac converter, really, Mother? Catalytic. That's what they said. That's what they taught me. So when you know better, you do better. Now I know that it's catalytic converter, not Cadillac. So as we learn and we do better, y'all, that's what we have to do for our children so that everybody is on the road to greatness and we can extend our reach to greatness effectively. We have to be able to do it. It's our only hope. We can't leave everybody else. He wasn't the only one that had it wrong. Yes. Aren't you glad she made you? Aren't you glad she made you what? What's the last word, Dr. Thomas? But y'all, listen, I'm going to let you go. I've been on her for a minute, but I have some things to do. Yeah, I'm glad she made me read. I'm so grateful. Like, I think about some of that upbringing, y'all, and I pull out her old Bible that's falling apart. It's still on my shelf, and she taped it up. And so I think about some of the things that I went through. I told her, when I get grown, I ain't going to church. We went for Sunday school, church, then at 4 o'clock you had BTU, then you had mission on Monday, you had Bible study on Wednesday, choir rehearsal on Thursday. You know what I'm doing? I got enough. I'm done. But I didn't know what she was instilling in me. So grateful, though. So grateful. But anyway, as you extend your reach of greatness today, I wish you well on the journey. Get out and make a difference in the life of somebody else. I am going to put this up too. This is the link to my PayPal because I'm going to accept donations all the way up. PayPal. That's my PayPal for the water donation. And so what I'm going to do is we'll drive out there. I'm going to drive out there. I don't know if it'll be today. I need to see what's on his calendar. Drive out there today, see the community, meet the pastor who's there, and then we're gonna do the donation delivery on Saturday because the church is kind of like the hub where everybody meets, and so when people bring donations, they bring them there on Saturdays, but they also need water because they have to flush the toilets on Sundays, and so we'll be taking the water there. But I wish you well on your journey today. In August, we'll be in Tampa because I'm speaking at this empowerment summit at the Westin Tampa Bay. I am hyped to be with maybe she's gonna be a doctor, I don't know, with Coach D, Margaret Divalot. It's not far. It's out by Seagoville. And so I'm gonna drive out there and just kind of get a feel for the community. But I'm just kind of working on some things behind the scenes, so I'm not as present on social media. If you haven't gone to, it's a shameless plug. If you haven't gone to my YouTube channel, please go to Your Realtor Cree and subscribe. I also have another channel that's called the Chronicles of Cree, and I'm using that to go in this book. So Your Realtor Cree and the Chronicles of Cree. If you haven't gone over to subscribe, can you do that for me, please? I'm trying to get the numbers up still. And so it's Your Realtor Cree and the Chronicles of Cree. That's what I'm going to be working on today. But I wish you well on the journey. I want you to remember, I'm going to put this up so you can see it. The Chronicles of Cree and Your Realtor Cree. I also have a Facebook page that says Your Realtor Cree, so send me a friend request and whatever it is you do with the business pages on there. I'm trying to be so tech savvy. I'm getting behind, so I'm going to have to go find some of these little high school kids that's been watching TV to kind of help me do some things. But I wish you well on the journey today. Those are some things that are coming up. But the most important thing is to be able to give back this weekend. I am excited to be able to go to Tampa, but that's not as exciting as it is to be able to go and help out in a community. And so we're going to be working with empowerment. The topic is on empowerment, but it's an empowerment summit that's in Tampa Bay, and we're inviting all the people in that area, mainly women, to come out and to be empowered, because that's what we're supposed to do. We are a sister and brother's keeper, and so I want you to just kind of keep me in your thoughts with that. But anyway, I want you to have a great day. Get out and make a difference in the life of somebody else. Remember, people are dealing with their own private battles. They're just not talking about it because you talk too much. So people are dealing with things, but they don't want to share those things because a lot of times we tell the wrong people. And so people just deal with it. But I wish you well. I want to see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Happy born day, bestie, Leonda's Devote. Did I say the name right? Leonda's. Leonda's. We are creative with that name art, aren't we? But I want to see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. That's where 97% of the people are. Steeped in mediocrity. They're glad to be there. And guess what? They want you there with them too. They want some company. Don't give it to them. You belong at the top. I want to see everybody at the top, not from the top. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.